Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money. With your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 1088 of Screw the Commute podcast. Today, I'm going to give you 5 more hacks for AI, just like I did last Monday. And let's see, I hope you didn't miss episode 1087. That was when does 20 equal 24,000? That's all about membership sites. Anytime you want to get to a back episode, you go to screwthecommute.com/ and then the episode number. Pick up a copy of our automation ebook at screwthecommute.com/automate free. Make sure you get version 3.0. That's the latest. And check out my mentor program at greatinternetmarketingtraining.com and my school at imtcva.org, the only licensed dedicated internet and digital marketing school in the country, probably the world. And it's certified to operate by SCHEV, the State Council on Higher Education in Virginia, but you don't have to be in Virginia because it's quality distance learning. All right, let's see. I'm going to be doing a whole master class on this AI hack topic. It's called AI Hacks Simplified in the upcoming AI Summit with Ray Brem. You know, I've done a lot of summits for this guy, so you don't want to miss that when it comes up. All right, so I got 5 more hacks for you here. First one is a website called Quillbot, QUILLBOT.com. And this is what we call an AI analyzer. It's not the only one. In fact, you should just Google that and try putting your writing in several of them, especially if you're using AI-generated writing for emails and for and the email stuff. The last one today, I'm going to talk about that again. But if you're writing books and doing things, writing reports with AI, you don't want it to look like AI. So you put it into Quillbot, and then it's going to tell you how much it looks like AI, and then rewrite it for you to make it look less like AI. And like I said, you might want to do it in several different ones because none of this is 100% effective, but all of it is probably better than you can to make sure your stuff doesn't look like AI if you used AI to generate it. So that's quillbot.com, an AI analyzer. Okay, next thing is you can make ChatGPT your default search engine. So if you're using it like a search engine anyway, which if you go to my masterclass or use some of these hacks, it'll do way more than search engines will. And it'll personalize the whatever you're typing in for you because it remembers who you are. If you did what I told you last week, making a master prompt of all the things about you. To do that in Safari has a ChatGPT app that you install. And if it's Chrome, it has a Chrome extension. So think about making ChatGPT as your default search engine. And just use regular Google for just simple stuff that's not real, doesn't need any personalization. Okay, next one is voice prompting. This is really cool. Not everybody has it rolled out yet, but if you get the app for your cell phone or tablet, it won't work on just going to the browser on your cell phone. You have to have the app. And you push a button and you just, it'll do all kinds of things. Like it'll role play with you. It'll debate you. Like you say, okay, I want to debate on a certain topic and this is your position. And then I'm going to respond with my position and we're going to practice debating. All right. Out loud, we're talking about an actual, you'll hear it coming back to you. Other things you could do with it is practice negotiating. So you could say, I want you to take the role of a potential buyer of my widget, and I want you to ask me questions, and I'm going to answer them, and then you critique my answer for me. All right, it's just crazy. You can practice speeches, and it'll give you feedback on it. You can role play If you were doing all kinds of things where you were going back and forth with employees, let's say you're interviewing for a new employee. So you can have it take the role of the new employee and you start asking your questions and then tell it to critique the questions you're asking the potential new employee. All right, so amazing. So that's called the advanced voice prompting. All right, that's the third one. Next one is really cool, is you can schedule it to do prompts for you on a regular basis. For instance, I have it set so that every day at 8 a.m., it suggests current topics that I could do on this podcast, and it knows about the podcast because it knows me from my master prompt, and it knows what the podcast is about. And so I told it, give me 3 ideas for podcast, and then tell me why you think they're relevant and current. And then I pick which one, or maybe I don't pick any of them, but it just helps me generate ideas. After 1,100 or so, I mean, we're at 1088 now. It's 1,100 really soon. Podcasts, I covered so many darn many things. It kind of boggles my mind. So it just goes out and searches all over the place and gives me ideas. And then I probably know something about the idea and I can research it if I don't know about it and then tell it to you. So that's scheduling. And if you want to see all the schedules you've got going, you go to, and how you put a schedule in, you say in the prompt, put this in my schedule and every day at so-and-so time, Eastern time, do this. And then you tell it what you want it to do. Give me the stock quotes for whatever your favorite stocks are. Or, I don't know, give me the temperature in Missoula, Montana. I don't know. But you can tell it to do anything and it'll schedule it. And then if you want to check what all the schedules you got going, you go to chatgpt.com/schedule and it'll bring up all the ones you have and you can delete them or edit them or so forth. So scheduling is a handy thing you can have it do. Okay, now the next thing, the generic term for what I'm going to talk about is similar to the first Quillbot, is called stacking. You're using multiple different services to get your final result. And in this case, we're going to give you an example of using takeout.google.com. Now, that's not a food service, okay? Takeout.google.com does lots of things, but one thing you can have it do is you put all your emails in there, and if you're probably in Gmail, you can just export them right into the service, and then it'll collect all of them, and that's one part of the stack. You have two things in the stack. Takeout.google.com will grab all your emails, and then you take them all, and you put them into ChatGPT to analyze them by your style so that when you have it generate something for you to write later as an email, it knows your style already, and you only have to have minor editing because it already has seen probably hundreds and hundreds of emails that you have written, and then it can match your style. So that's stacking 2 programs together. Simple as like Quillbot is, taking something you generated with AI, have it and evaluated in Quillbot, which is a different program, and you stack those 2 together. So that's 5 more AI hacks. I don't know, probably next week I'll have 5 more for you because there's, I probably have 50 of them that I'm going to cover in the master class. So I'll just give you a few that you can try out each week here. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Check out my mentor program, greatinternetmarketingtraining.com, and my school at imtcva.org. And I will catch you on the next episode. See you later.